not the same ecosystem that exists in the last 5 or 10 years. You can see the changes happening in the way they approach their clients, the way they define their acquisition channels. You can see it also in the digital platforms and how those applications are being packaged and delivered to the end customers. There is a huge, I would call it, changing of the game happening everywhere in retail banking, corporate banking, investment banking, and all of those venues. In this region, you can see in the last 2 years, regulators themselves start to adopt more of those regulations that facilitate banking to develop their digital ecosystem in a more global and trendy fashion. For example, you can see now that onboarding of customers or opening accounts has totally revamped and changed. You can see now in the region 4 or 5 banks who you can have your account online without even visiting what is so-called the branch. So the change is happening from the acquisition up to the customer gets his account. All of this value chain is being changed dramatically. I think yesterday or in the last years, innovation was a cherry on the top. It was something to complement your business and your delivery model. Today, innovation becomes a must. We start to see chief innovation officers in banks. We start to see banks adopting innovation in a very serious manner by building the right teams, the right environment within their internal engine so they can enhance their delivery model. I think digital, what we call digital competitors or fintechs are starting to be a significant player of the financial industry. And we can see the banking has to do more to just secure and maintain their portfolios. And those companies are starting as a startup, and you can see them in 24 months, 36 months, starting to get in part of the game and taking some of the shares that banks usually were on. So it is happening. All of this friction, one will benefit eventually is the customers, you, me, and everyone who can consume financial and banking products. I think we have seen Bank 2.0, Bank 3.0. I think banking is the industry that will be totally revamped in the next decade. We will start to see banking as something you do, not some place you go to. It will become more of a lifestyle activity where you enjoy having your financial service, because this is how banking are pushing their products to the customer. It is more of communication, more of multi-distribution channels, more of analytics that defines that my customers can be with me today, but for any critical incidents, he can just switch the game to multiple. So they have to do more. I see the most significant thing that will change the game definitely in the next years is payment, and how those payments products will be the fundamental and critical part of the banking industry.